Melba and welcome back to my channel. It is officially November, so as promised, today I'm going to share with you guys the things that I learned last month. Now, obviously I'm not going to be sharing absolutely every single thing that I learned, but I went ahead and I selected a few things that I believe would be most relevant and most helpful to you. So that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing that I learned last month is that it's really important to be honest. And this may actually sound very obvious to you guys, and you're thinking like, well, that's not helpful. But last month I specifically learned the importance of sharing how you feel. I actually ran into a situation where I felt very uncomfortable with someone, and I kept these feelings to myself. I thought I was being ridiculous and I was afraid about how other people were going to react to this. And when I finally decided to share this, my feelings with someone, they completely understood and they actually felt the exact same way. So what this taught me was that it's really important to just share how you feel. Tell people what you think, how you are feeling, what's bothering you, and you'd be surprised at how many times people actually can relate to you. So not only did this help me realize that I wasn't alone in my sentiment, but it made me feel a lot better about being able to open up with somebody, talking to them about how I felt, and just having that conversation about our feelings, our mutual feelings. That was really great, and I highly recommend that if you're in a situation where you just don't feel comfortable with something or someone, share that. Be completely honest. Obviously be mindful about the words and how you choose to say things, but just be honest. There's nothing wrong with honesty. The second thing that I learned about is something called a quarter life crisis. Last month, and really most of this year, has been really difficult for me because I found myself questioning, what am I doing with my life, the decisions that I'm making, if I'm really as happy as I would like to be, and if, I don't know, I start questioning everything. And I've had these moments consistently throughout the greater part of this year, and it's been really difficult. Well, I stumbled across this article that was talking about a quarter life crisis, and it turns out that a quarter life crisis actually affects 86% of millennials. And as soon as I was reading all of this, it immediately hit me like, I am not the only one that's going through this. There are a bunch of other millennials out there that are questioning their life decisions, their life choices, and that are pretty much wondering if they are where they wanted or where they thought they would be at this point in their life. And it's really difficult because, you know, I feel like we all want to be the best at everything. We want to be the best at our jobs. We want to be the best at, you know, anything that we do. And that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. But at the same time, we have to realize that we are only human. We're going to make mistakes, not just once, but multiple times. We're going to fail at things. We're going to make wrong decisions. It's just part of living. Nobody is perfect. And it was really interesting to read this article, and I'll go ahead and link it down below. But it was talking about all kinds of things that you can do. And really it's, you know, having a quarter life crisis is not really a bad thing. It's a good thing because you get to be more aware about what you're doing, how you're spending your time. And right now we're at a point where we can still do something about our lives. You know, like if you're not exactly where you wanted to be in your career, then shift your mindset. Think about the things that you want, the things that you'd have to do to be where you want. And I guess that's all I'm going to say about that subject, because really I can do an entire video just talking about quarter life crisis and how that's affected me and the person that I want to become. But anyways, if you have any thoughts or ideas about that, or if this is something that you've experienced as well, where you're just questioning everything, let me know down below, because I'd love to read that. And of course, know that I'm not alone. The third thing that I learned is that there's a time and a place for everything. You know, if you're at a party, for instance, and this is a very lame example, but if you're at a party, then let loose and enjoy yourself. If you are at work, then act professional, act according to your work environment and your work setting. It's really important that we be mindful of where we're at and live in that moment. I have found that me in particular, I struggle with this because I am a huge introvert. I'm an introvert at heart. And in social settings in particular, it's really hard for me to just cut loose and just, unwind and be who I truly am. And I'm trying to stop this. I'm trying to just care less, honestly, just care less about what people think, care less about how I'm being perceived, within reason, of course, but it's important that we enjoy ourselves. And, if you have an opportunity to go to a party on Saturday night, again, lame example, but if you have an opportunity like this and you're at a time in your life where you can do this, where it's perfectly fine for you to go out to this party and enjoy yourself, then do it. There's a time and a place, and that time and place is now. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, going back to that whole quarter life crisis and all of that, just enjoy where you are in life right now. Enjoy where you are, enjoy the little moments, the little things, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just be whoever it is that you want to be and take advantage of situations that present themselves. But anyways, that is pretty much it for today's video, you guys. If you have experienced any of these things, or if you would like to share what you've learned last month, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I have all of my links down below if you'd like to be friends there as well. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!